I'm Jim Stewart. I'm the Executive Director of the Stanislaus County Healthy Marriage Coalition. We operate the Marriage Resource Center down the street at Mill Creek Church. We have a couple events coming up that I'd like to invite you to. One of them is a unique kind of fundraising thing, and that is tomorrow night, and it's at the home of one of our board members, and I have the information here if you'd like to hear about it. But it's Lisa Carter was here a few weeks ago, and she shared with us about a gold exchange. There are gold parties that she does. And so this is a gold exchange party, and it's unique in that this is a fundraiser that you go to. You don't bring your checkbook, you don't bring your debit card, you don't bring your credit card. But you bring your jewelry, like your twisted chains that can't be worn anymore, your mismatched earrings, your settings that stones have fallen out, and you turn in your gold or platinum jewelry and you walk away from the party with cash. And for the fundraiser part of this is the host usually gets a portion of the proceeds, and in this particular case, your proceeds will go to help healthy marriages. So, and also any parties that are booked as a result of this party will also get a little piece of that. So it's very important for us right now to have funds. We have right now less than $150 in the bank, so it's hard to promote healthy marriages in our community with $150, and it even gets to be where we have to decide if we're going to print something or buy toner cartridges, or if we want to have any printed materials. I've got commitments from 2 bridal shops and a floral shop right now to have our materials in their shops, and so right now we don't have the funds to print the materials that they're requesting. So it's really important that we raise funds right now, just like any other nonprofit right now. Times are difficult. The other thing that I'd like to direct your attention to is a premarital workshop that we're having November 6th and 7th. This is suitable for seriously dating or engaged couples. And this is an 8-hour class, and they're going to walk away with some really good skills to start their marriage. So it would be a good gift for $99. It would be a great gift for a couple if you're, if you know a couple that's engaged or seriously dating. So it would help get their marriage off to a solid start. So I will pass these around.
Has anybody ever attended a pre-marriage workshop or counseling sessions before getting married?
I think you have to in this city, don't you?
Yeah, the community marriage policy, but there's about 100 people that have signed the community marriage policy, so there's some churches that don't know about the community marriage policy at all, and that's part of our job is to promote that. We've got some interest for having a community marriage policy started in Turlock, and that's another one of our projects that we'd like to do. There's a lot of churches in Turlock. I'm sure we can get a lot more signatures on that. The community marriage policy, if you don't know, it's now, Modesto was one of the first cities in the United States to have a it was the first city in the United States to have a community marriage policy. And it just simply says that we're not going to marry anybody who walks in the door and says they like our stained glass windows. They're going to require that a couple be in a serious relationship for at least 6 months before we get them married, that we're going to provide them a minimum amount of counseling and training for their marriage, and that we're going to supply support services for them once they are married. And if their marriage gets into crisis, we're going to help them out as best we can. So that's what's happening with the coalition on a personal basis. I'm looking for some additional income to support our family and the coalition. Another little thing that's happening with me is I just applied for a ministerial license, so I'll actually be able to perform weddings. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, and funerals.
To marry and to bury.
Yes, I'm not advertising my funeral services. I'm going to specialize in marriage. So, and then I've been worshiping at Big Valley Grace for 23 years. Served on the missions committee. Enjoyed talking to Bill about missions. He's starting to get involved with missions at Shelter Cove. That's one of our passions besides marriage ministry, marriage education. And we're starting to make a transition to helping Pastor Craig Hunnell at his church in Ceres. So I think we're going to be working towards ministry in that area. So I think that catches you up to date.
Awesome, amen.